Oh man, here I am. And it's a new day. And all that stuff. Alright, so...
Warning! This fanfiction contains infantilism. If you're creeped out by this fetish, please leave now before I wreck your shit!
Yeah. So... oh god, my throat. So anyways, after a little quick recap, we're on chapter 5. Darkness of the Heart. This thing is turning into... I don't know what it is, but it's turning into not a fetish fanfiction. It's very, very amusing. Ag fuck. Alright. Let's start this. Oh yeah, the author is Shanatan 12131. Alright, so that night in the world of dreams, Kagami was fast asleep, lying on her back, while Konata was changing her soggy diaper. Konata had just finished wiping Kagami's privates with the baby wipes, and was now using the baby powder on the girl's bottom and front area. Lastly, Konata grabbed the front of the diaper and pulled the front of it up over Kagami's waist, and then ripped the bottom tape and stuck it to the diaper near Kagami's thighs. Konata repeated the process with the other 5 tapes, finishing her work. 5? Konata just gently shifted Kagami's body toward the back of the crib. She stopped and took the time to see her cute little baby sleeping soundly without a care in the world, which made her happy. Konata leaned over in the crib, then ran her hands through Kagami's soft purple hair and entangled it in her fingers. Sleep tight, my little one, and have sweet dreams. Isn't she in a world of dreams? So dreaming in a dreamland? Konata said softly in her England accent. Konata leaned over and gave Kagami a soft peck on the cheek. After Konata realized what she had done, she panicked and backed away, almost falling backwards. Her face was flushed, and she could feel her heart beating real fast. No, what the hell am I doing? Kagami is my best friend in the real world, and my baby girl in this world. I can't be having those feelings about her. Konata yelled at herself. Why not embrace your inner desires? You'll feel a whole lot better, Konata. A voice from behind and quickly turned around and saw that no one was there. It's perfectly normal for a person to want to kiss somebody so cute, a girl said in a sweet-sounding voice. Konata quickly equipped her battle armor and took out her sword. Who the hell are you and how do you get into this room? Konata demanded. Shh, you'll wake the baby, the girl whispered. Konata looked back, searching for the voice, until she found a girl standing next to the crib with her hand through the bars, patting Kagami's head. My, Haragi-san is really cute. I wish I could take her home with me, the girl said innocently. Get your hands off her, Konata swung her sword at the girl, but she was gone in the blink of an eye. Konata looked around furiously, trying to find the girl, until she felt something sharp poking her back. You know, if I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead by now, the girl smiled. Konata turned around and swung her sword. Again, missing the girl. Please, I did not come here to fight. I just came here because Misao told me that Haragi-san was always dressed as a baby, and I just had to see it for myself. She smiled, walking over to the pile of stuffed animals and picked up a stuffed bear. She then walked back over to the crib and placed the stuffed animal by Kagami's chest, allowing the sleeping girl to grab it and snuggling up with it. What do you want from this place? Konata demanded again. I already told you, I just came here to see how cute Haragi-san looks and nothing else. And if you're wondering why my name... it's Ayano Minagishi, and I am in the same class as Misao and Hiragi-san, she said without turning her eyes away from Kagami. Konata was really getting enraged, gripped the handle to her sword and growled at Ayano. Her magical energy was flowing for her body. Get away from her or I'll end it right here and now. You'd really attack a person as weak as me? Ayano, wait, what? Ayano asked. My power is not battle-oriented. The most I can do is read areas and tell when other people are nearby and read their movements. And the super speed. Well, that's thanks to this. Ayano lifted up her skirt, revealing a dark diaper she was wearing, but this one had demonic-looking lightning bolts printed on the front. I'm going to laugh now. What the hell? There. So I was right. You are one of Kami-sama's slaves, Konata said. I don't care how weak or you clam you are. If you do anything to hurt Kagami, I will make sure you vanish from this world and never come back, Konata threatened. Now leave before I really let loose on you. Yoragi-san is my friend from the real world. I would never do anything to hurt her. What I want to know is why we are here in this world. Why are we here fighting each other? What? Ayano asked, sitting down on the changing table. What do you mean, why are we here? You should know you serve under Kami-sama, the person who tried to turn my friends into her slaves, and the person who is trying to destroy this world, Konata yelled. I think you are mistaken. I know Mrs. Curio or Misao have... I know Mrs. Curio or Misao have seen Kami-sama. The person who only speaks to Kami-sama is the person who commands us. What are you talking about? Konata growled. Are you telling me that the same person who orders you guys around is not Kami-sama, but another person, and that person is the one being manipulated by Kami-sama? What the fuck? Yes, this is exactly what I'm saying. Kami-sama gives the orders to our master, and she gives the orders to us. But what I want to know is, why are we listening to a person we haven't even seen? Why don't you ask your master? I'm probably sure he could tell you. She could tell you. Afraid not. Bringing up the name Kami-sama in the presence of our master would result in the result of her beating us to death for her power. We just follow her orders without question. Well, that's not my problem. You guys are the ones choosing to follow her because you couldn't face your true feelings and were taken over by them. And why are you even asking me all these questions in the first place? You're different from the others. You're not as crazy as Miss Curio or Misao. Unlike the others, I never denied my true feelings. I came to terms with them as soon as they appeared in front of me. Once I did that, my power is unlocked. I'm just wearing a dark diaper at the moment because 1, I have no control for some reason, and 2, to make it look like I swore my allegiance to Kami-sama when this whole time I've been trying to stop this fighting. Give me one reason I should believe you. I lay back on the table. I'll let you take this dark diaper off and put a regular one on me if that would help. They are cute, and plus I'm a little wet at the moment, so I could really use a change, she giggled. Forget it, Konata scoffed. I let you walk out of here wearing one of the magical diapers. You might let your master examine and use it to create a stronger version of the dark diaper. So, okay, I never thought of it that way. I guess that could happen when you guys would really be in trouble, Ayano snickered. Well, I'd best be going. I've been gone way too long. The others might be getting suspicious of me by now, she said, walking to the door. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you don't embrace your true desires soon and tell Hiragi-san how you feel, you'll be our next target. You are the only person who has not worn these so-called magical diapers, and as desperate as you are at the moment, your true feelings can easily be brought out. And when they do come out, they will be very powerful, said before leaving the room. Damn her! Konata hit the wall next to her. Kagami laid awake in her crib with her face facing the wall and heard every word Konata and Yano were talking about. Konata. I'm going to make a notepad file because I need this name. Ayano, because if I don't have this shit as stuff thing, I will forget who this character is, and I will forget the importance of them. Alright, so, line. Hopefully, Kagami yelled, shooting a fireball at a monstrous-looking nightmare, destroying it in one shot. Wow, that was great, says Tsukasa cheered. You're really getting good at this. Thanks, Tsukasa, but we all need to get stronger if we want to defend ourselves from Kami-sama and our friends, who she has made into her slaves. Yes, you're right. We need to save Tamura-san. Wait. Oh, crap. Tamura-san. Who's Tamura again? Ah, shit. Oy vey. Minami asked, looking at her small pink-haired friend. Yutaka nodded, smiling. Then all we can really do is do our best and make sure that everyone comes out of here in one piece. Out of this in one piece. Miyuki said reassuringly. Healing arrows, Miyuki said gracefully, shooting one of her arrows into the sky, and orbs of green light rained down upon the girls. Any cuts and bruises they sustained from the fight had disappeared. Dude. I really don't like hurting people or the monsters of this world, so the most I can do is heal and support you guys in battle. Don't worry about it, Miyuki. Just do what you feel is right. We all know that you're so nice that you wouldn't even hurt a fly, Kagami said, slapping Miyuki on the shoulder. Same goes for you, Yutaka-chan, Minami spoke. I don't think she'll be able to fight Tamura-san when the time comes. She's just too gentle. No, you're wrong, Minami-chan, Yutaka said back, shocking everyone. I fought against your true feelings to save you, didn't I? So I should be able to fight Tamura-san also. You just said that, Yutaka-chan. You fought my true feelings when they were separated from my body. This time we're going to fight Tamura-san, whose body is being controlled by her true feelings. If we were to hurt her, she might not come out okay. Are you fine with that? Yutaka sunk her head, not too sure of herself anymore. Minami-chan, what will you do? I will fight Tamura-san and do whatever it takes to save her, even if it means I have to injure her. Oh, I see. Yutaka remained silent. Yutaka-chan, just be yourself, okay? Minami bent down and patted Yutaka's head. I like the part of you that does not want to hurt the people she cares for, so please leave the fighting to me. Yeah, Yutaka-chan, you're one of the nicest people I know, Tsukasa smiled. When you finally do save Tamura-san, oh my god. Just give her a great big hug and let her know that everything will be okay. Yeah, I will, Yutaka cheered. Why did she cheer? We all have people in this world we want to save, don't we? Kigami asked. Yes, sis, I really want to save Mrs. Curio, Tsukasa said. She's a really good teacher and an awesome friend. I can't imagine finishing high school without her. They're in high school? Yes, I agree. I also want to help save our homeroom teacher, but when the time comes, I hope I can be of some use to you. Okay. Give me a minute. I want to make sure that I'm thinking of who I'm thinking of whenever I read Miss Curio. Is my computer fucked up or something? Oh, Kuroi.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Well, this isn't helping. What am I looking at? Well, besides I'm getting random pictures including Black Rock Shooter. Black Star, Black Rock, fuck. I don't care. I should have done this during downtime, but I never thought, oh, it is that character. That is hilarious. Huh. Anyhow. Now that I know that that's absolutely and utterly hilarious and rather cute, I'm going to continue. What does room teach? What can I help you all? Yuki added, Don't worry, Yuki-chan, you'll do fine, Tsukasa smiled. Has anyone seen Kona-chan? She hasn't been around lately. Yeah, this is like the third night she skipped. I wonder what she could be doing, Kagami asked. When was the last time you saw her, sis? Last time I saw her was 3 nights ago. I had fallen asleep when she was giving me a bottle. Kagami blushed and realized she has said that out loud. I remember her putting me back in the crib, and that's all. Well, I hope she's not sick or anything, Miyuki asked, worried. Don't worry about it too much. Miyuki, Konada knows this world better than any of us. I'm pretty sure she's probably off in another area getting stronger, Kagami added. Come on, let's finish our training. The night will end soon. Right, everyone said in unison. The next night, Konada was walking by herself in the forest. She was attacked by servile, different nightmares that jumped at her from nowhere, but they stood no chance against Konada as her sword cut through them like jelly. These weaklings are nothing. Bring on the real bosses, she shouted. A few stronger-looking nightmares appeared in front of Konada, but the same thing happened. The nightmares stood no chance against the blue-haired warriors that were soon turned into Misamen. Weaklings, Konada breathed heavily. The only weakling here I see of came from nowhere.
Oh, come on! You read it in the Google! Come on!
Curio stepped out from her hiding and came into the light. How's it going to be, Inzumi? She asked. What do you want? Konada growled, gripping her sword. Put that thing away, Inzumi. You know you don't stand a chance against me. Ever since you were data drained, all that power you had was taken away, Kuroi taunted. Shut up, I'm just as strong as I used to be. I'm not weak, Konada yelled. My, why are you getting so angry? I never said you were weak. I just said you're not as strong as me. Is your love for Kagami that strong that you are willing to lie to yourself? No, that's not it. I just want to protect her, that's all. Oh, you do you? You just want to protect her. You're a little baby, Kuroi taunted. Well, I hate to break it to you, honey, but you won't be protecting anyone. Your friends will fall before us and serve our master or die. That won't happen. I will stop Kami-sama, Konada yelled. How can a person who lies to herself expect to protect anyone, Kuroi said. Let me tell you a little about yourself. You're weak and insecure, and you can't protect the girl you love. You tell yourself want to fight this battle on your own so no one else has to go through the hardships you went through, when in reality you don't want your friends to find out how much of a coward you really are. Shut up! You said you still feel guilty because you ran away without defeating my true feelings after a dark diaper was put on me. I said shut up! This is an interesting fact. You're a weak little coward who can't do anything for herself. That's why you stick to Kagami like you do, claiming you'll protect her when all you really do is using her to repent for abandoning me. Stop it, Konata said. Konata fell to her knees in tears. I'm sorry I couldn't save you. I did run away even after you kept begging for me to help you. I couldn't save you. I was too scared. Ha, so finally she admits it. So you feel better now that you got that off your chest. Or do you still feel the guilt? Kuroi walked up to Konata, summoning gauntlets on her hands and feet. Derfa? So tell me, are you willing to allow you to place a dark diaper on you, or do I need to use force? She cracked her knuckles. Konata griped her sword. It lit up. Blade saber, she yelled as her sword was lunged at Kuroi but missed. Please don't tell me that that's the best you can do, Kuroi roared. The gauntlets on her fists lit up, admittingly powerful energy. Crimson punch! The blow hit Konata dead in the face and sent her flying back, slamming into a tree. I think I'm going to have a little fun with you first, Inzumi, so you better not die on me. Kuroi restlessly kept punching and kicking Konata, making her cough up mouthfuls of blood. Wow. Come on, fight back! She kicked Konata into the air and then jumped and hit her back into the ground. Dude, you're pile driving people. Konata laid there motionless, her rider back at her head, her tongue hanging from her mouth. Okay, that's comical. Kuroi grabbed a handful of Konata's hair and pulled her off the ground. That's not. She then delivered a few more punches to Konata's face. That's not either. With every punch, more blood stained on Kuroi's fist. Damn. After a while, Kuroi had worn herself out. She was breathing hard and finally dropped Konata. Her face was unrecognizable. Ow. Both her cheeks were swollen, her nose and mouth were a bloodied mess, and her eyes could not be opened thanks to the swelling. Damn. Oh, what the fuck? Now time to get you out of here. Kuroi stopped when a purple aura suddenly surrounded Konata's body. Kuroi backed.
Shut up past me! Kuroi backed away in fear as Konata was going through some kind of transformation. Her face was healing itself as she slowly got up off the ground. Konata now had demonic-looking blood-red eyes. Her teeth were now forming into fangs and her hands into claws. She gripped her sword, and it turned into a death scythe. What the hell? Before Kuroi realized anything, she was falling to the ground. All she could see was blood. Her blood coming from her right shoulder, and her left leg had been sliced open. What the hell are you? Kuroi asked as Konata stood over her, raising her death scythe. Konata did not say a word. She only growled. Konata slammed down her death scythe, only for it to be blocked. Iron Fan Defense, Tsukasa grunted out. She blocked the attack, but it was hit with the aftershock and fell to her knees. Both her wrists were broken thanks to the shockwave. Tsukasa looked up, horrified. Kona-chan, is that you? What happened to you, and why are you trying to hurt our teacher? She asked. Konata let out a huge roar with the force of a hurricane that tore through the forest, ripping trees from their roots, sending them flying into the sky. Tsukasa was frozen with so much fear that she wet herself. Konata raised up her death scythe one more time, intending on killing both Tsukasa and Miss Kurio. Both girls did not move an inch as Konata slammed her scythe down again, creating a huge crater afterwards. After the smoke cleared, Tsukasa and Kuroi remained unharmed as a green barrier with arrows sticking out of it protected them. Konata, stop it, what are you doing? Kagami ran towards her sister, shielding her. Oni-chan, what happened to you? Yutaka asked, completely shocked. What did you do to her? Kagami demanded, looking over at Kuroi. I pushed her too far, Kuroi grunted. I only meant to make Inzumi more miserable, so that when her true feelings were brought out, they could be more powerful. But somehow her true feelings became too powerful, and were brought out without the use of a dark diaper, and took control of her. So those are Inzumi-san's true feelings, Miyuki asked. Yes and no. What you see is the power of Izumi's true feelings, but right now, it has no conscience, but it's speaking about its problems like your true feelings did when they were brought out. It's not speaking about its problems like your true feelings did when they were brought out. Her true feelings are just acting on pure instinct, and that's to kill everything that moves. How do we stop it? Kagami demanded. The same way you all did. Izumi just needs to come to terms with her true feelings, Koroi grunted, holding her injured shoulder. But trying to reason with her now would just be suicide. We can't just leave Konata that way. We have to stop her, Kagami said as she stared down Konata. Konata let out another loud roar, ripping more trees apart. Both nightmares and regular mammals were trying to scurry away from the destruction. Konata swung her death scythe around wildly, sending dark sonic booms and shockwaves flying, destroying more of the land around her. Konata, stop it now. Kagami ran at Konata. Konata turned and saw her head and saw Kagami running towards her. She swung her death scythe in Kagami's direction, sending another dark sonic boom at her. Kagami moved out of the way from the attack, but was struck with the aftershock. It left and was thrown back a few feet. Kagami was now down on all fours, completely shaken, when Konata suddenly appeared right behind her, raising her death sight. Oni-chan! No! Stop! Yutaka cried. Sis, get out of the way! Tsukasa cried. Lightning thrust, Minami, came from behind and hit Konata in the back. She howled in pain, letting out a monstrous screech. Enraged Konata turned and... it seems that my time here is done.
She howled in pain, letting out a monstrous screech that didn't destroy everything. Enraged, Konata turned around and backhanded Minami, launching her into a tree behind her. Oh, Flake! Kagami shot a fireball at Konata, but it had no effect on her. Konata now had her sights on Kagami and charged at her with both feet leaving the ground. Kagami was barely able to move in time and shot several more balls at Konata. But with the swing of her scythe, she deflected into the back of Kagami. Holy shit. Arrow barrier! Miyuki shot an arrow at Kagami, and an arrow formed into a clear green barrier blocking all the fireballs. This is about all I can do. Heaven's rain, Miyuki! This time shot up multiple arrows into the sky. Soon orbs of light rained down, healing everybody's injuries. Miyuki was on her knees, left out of breath. I'm sorry, but I used up all the last of my magical energy to heal you guys, she panted. Don't worry, Miyuki. You did great. Now let us handle the rest, Kagami said. Yeah, Yuki-chan, you can take a nice long rest and leave the rest to us, Tsukasa added. We're going to save Konoda-san, right, Yutaka-chan? Minami asked her friends. Yeah, now let's do this. Yutaka reaches on her belt clip and pulled out another stuffed animal. Please help us, Hoppy! The stuffed animal turned into a giant stuffed rabbit. Konata growled as she knew she was surrounded. Kagami was the first to attack with more fireballs. Konata swung her scythe and deflected. I'm recording, right? The balls of fire, sending them off in different directions. Tsukasa came up close directly in front of Konata. Sorry, Kona-chan. It's because I care for you. Tsukasa then waved her fan. Star shower! Hundreds of stars fell on top of Konata, making her fall to her knees. Earth spikes! Minami thrust her weapon into the ground. Spike shot out of the ground, launching Konata into the air. Hoppy, do it. Carrot blast. Yutaka's rabbit shot a blast of energy out of its mouth. It took the shape of a carrot. The blast struck Konata, sending her back down to the ground. Konata quickly recovered and lunged at Yutaka. Both Kagami and Minami shot Konata with their attacks again, making the demonic girl stumble back. Tsukasa then stood through the smoke and opened up both her fans completely. Now try my newest attack. Both of Tsukasa's fans lit up with magical energy. Paper smack! Tsukasa slapped Konata across the face with the first fan, then did the same thing with the second one, sending Konata flying back, knocking over future... Really? This is not the time to smack people in the face with paper fans. Konata quickly got up and swung her scythe, hitting the ground, making a crack beneath the other girl's feet, and then she jumped in the air. Her scythe was then surrounded with a purple energy. Konata let out another roar before launching the energy at her friends. The attack hit no one, but the explosion and shockwaves it left behind sent everyone in the air. in the area flying. Konata, I'm not going to give up. If I can hear her, then snap out of... If you can hear he, then snapped out of it already, Kagami yelled. Rai Koyama! She struck Konata with her lightning attack, but it did not have much effect. Konata threw another shockwave at Kagami, hitting her dead on, knocking her out. No, sis! Tsukasa ran at Konata with both fans lighting again. Konata opened her mouth and shot a purple blast. She can breathe purple blast now! Tsukasa took the full blow and flew into the air before hitting the ground like a rag doll. Minami tried to sneak attack, but Konata grabbed the girl by the neck with her bare hands and choke slammed her into the ground. No, you guys! Yutaka's rabbit lunged at Konata, but with one swing of her scythe, she cut it in half. The rabbit then returned to its small form, and Yutaka felt as if she was the one that had been cut and fell over in pain. Konata then let out a victory roar. Damn it! Is this the end? Kagami asked herself if she was still limped on the ground. She couldn't move, but she could tell Konata that she was standing behind her. Konata, please stop this, Kagami begged with tears pouring down her face. Suddenly, Konata stopped in her tracks. Kagami was able to turn to see Konata's face. Kagami, Konata struggled to say. Konata dropped her scythe and grabbed her, screaming. Holy crap. That's it, Konata, fight it. Don't be controlled by your true feelings. You have to confront them, Konata kept screaming, trying to grasp her humanity. The Konata I know would never hurt her friends, Kagami cheered on. Kagami, I love you! Konata yelled out in her normal voice. She then fought with her inner self to regain control. Konata let out one final scream before she was engulfed in a bright light. When the light cleared, Konata was lying on the ground, back to normal, breathing heavily. Konata! Kagami crawled over to her friend. Konata, speak to me, she cried. I'm fine, my little baby, Konata said weakly. Oh, Konata, Kagami hugged her. All the other girls smiled in relief at the happy sight of the two best friends hugging. My, now how heartwarming, a voice said. Suddenly Mrs. Kuroi screamed in pain as a blade entered her back and came out through her chest. Fuck! For failing to capture the target and allowing her to come to terms with the true feeling, Great Kama-sama had sentenced you to death, Miss Kuroi. The girl spoke happily. She had blonde hair and blue eyes. I know you. You're Patricia Martin. What? Random non-Japanese name. Anyways, Kuroi grunted as she coughed up blood. Besides, our master, you're the only person who speaks directly to Kami-sama. Yes, I stand right next to Kami-sama, and she has no need for people who can't do as they're told. Patricia ripped her sword out from the Kuroi's chest. She fell to the ground, clutching her wound. No, Miss Kuroi! Tsukasa cried. Patricia-san, what are you doing? Isn't she on your side? Minami yelled. Kami-sama gave me orders to kill Miss Kuroi if she failed to bring out Nozumi's true feelings. I'm just doing what I'm told, Patricia smirked. Using the Lazarus sense, Miss Kuroi stood up and lunged at Patricia. If you think that will be enough to me, you can think twice. Boom! A gunshot was fired and the bullet went to... Okie dokie then. We have guns in this world? We've got swords, magic, lightning, stuffed animals... Fucking guns? Just give me a second. Who's Patricia Martin? I'm confused. You're fucking kidding me that's... That is hilarious. That is downright hilarious. This is like this one that's styled to be like unbelievably adorable, and she just like shot this girl. It hurt. She fell to the ground with blood leaking from her chest. Everyone was too stunned to speak or make a sound. Now to finish the rest of you off. She pointed her gun at Kagami and Konata. The world around everybody then started to fade. Oh shoot, it looks like you guys got lucky this time, but this next time I will personally kill you all myself. The world that night ended and everyone woke up back in their own rooms. Line! The next day, Miss Kuroi was admitted to the hospital in critical condition and remains in a coma on life support. Oh no, they murdered Miss Kuroi. Sort of. I hope she's not dead. Actually, let me Google that again. It is Miss Kuroi, and not Miss Curio. No, that's something completely different. Oh, I thought that was like that cat. Phew. Anyways, that was interesting, and unhappiness, and hilarious. I do not know what to feel right now. Also, I appear to be putting a lot more effort into these. I don't know why. Where I feel like I'm kind of voice acting. I think it was ever since I read My Life in Dreamland that I started being a lot more epic or dramatic. Well, one good thing to come from reading that fanfiction.
That was the worst thing that came from reading that fanfiction. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Besides knowing, 13-year-old kid can actually write an okay fanfiction.
No!
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes!